All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Tony Koch. I'm just a guy that really enjoys playing disc golf, 23 years old. Just really enjoy getting out there and ripping it. Today I'm going to be doing an In the Bag with Tony Koch. So I'll go through what's in my bag currently and what I like to throw and why. So you'll be able to see exactly what I like to throw. We'll start off with my bag, actually. I'm working with the Dynamic Disc Soldier Bag, retail like $50, $60. I got it for free for winning the Carmel, Indiana Trilogy Challenge, along with 3 other discs. So that was a good haul for me. Attached to it, I have a little Innova disc golf towel for when my discs are wet or my hands get sweaty. I purchased these backpack straps for it that match it for like 20 bucks. Padded, they're really nice. This thing has 2 nice zipper pockets that you can put keys or your phone or wallet in. I think I have 4 little extra little disc markers in one of those pouches. Really nice big drink pouches that you can put Gatorades in, which is great. And then this little zipper pouch, I have my mini clipboard and pencils and Sharpie to keep score with that I also got in that Trilogy Challenge. And then it has this sweet little putter pouch that can hold 2 putters, and then inside it can hold like 22 discs. I think I have 18 in there right now, so 20 overall right now I'm working with. Excuse me. So let's get to it. We'll start with putters. I'm not a big putter guy. I bag 2. This is my approach putter. Innova Rhino. Has that really nice thumb track on it. The stamp on mine, unfortunately, is faded. That's why I wrote on it. It's DX plastic, so it's pretty beat. I throw a right-hand backhand, so naturally the disc for me is going to tail left at the end. I'll throw this when I know I can't make a putt, but it's too close for me to throw a mid-range. So I'll approach with the Rhino. Usually it's not much of a roller derby disc. It usually stays put. Reliable fade too if I need to get around stuff to my left. Now we'll go to my putting putter. The super soft Omega from Millennium Discs. It's that really nice grippy kind of plastic. As many disc golfers know, if you throw a disc, you want to hit that back pole in the bucket through the chain so it stays in. But sometimes you'll hit chains, you won't hit the pole, disc will freaking fly through. You're like, are you freaking kidding me? What? This sucker gets the job done. Chain magnet. 9 times out of 10, I'd say, if it hits a little bit of chains, stays in the bucket. I don't use it for driving. I don't use it for approaching. Use it for putting. This is my current putter. Certain discs in here are staples, which to me means no matter what course or what day, I'm bagging it because I trust it and I know what it's going to do and I need it in there. So I would say the Omega's a staple. Mid-ranges. The Innova Disc Golf DX Plastic Gator. Just got this the other day because I wanted a mid-range that has a little bit more fade. Does exactly what I wanted it to. I tried it out today for a few rounds. Getting around trees to my left shouldn't be an issue with this thing. It's pretty domey. Stays put when it lands. I like it a lot. I think it will be a staple in my bag. Then we have the Champion Rock. It is a mid-range. Everybody knows the Rock is like one of the most well-respected and trusted mid-ranges in the game, along with the Discraft Buzz, which I also have. It's a spare. I kind of flip back and forth between these, but since I recently got this used at the Lemon Lake Pro Shop in Crown Point, Indiana, if you're ever looking for a nice place to play disc, go there. There's 4 brilliant courses there. My buddies and I only got to play 3 of them, but they're really nice. I read that the other course is very, very fine too, so check it out. I think they had the World Championships there in 2013 or 14. I think this is a special stamp because it says the United States Disc Golf Championship on it. Never seen another one like this. Stays pretty straight for me. Then we have another staple in my bag. The First Run Dynamic Discs Fusion Plastic Evidence. One of the discs that everybody got in the Trilogy Challenge. The deal with that tournament was everybody gets 3 discs, but you have to use those 3 discs as you play. Everybody loved this sucker. This thing is so straight, it's incredible. I believe it has 0 fade in its rating, which is crazy. It's literally a point and shoot disc. Wherever you release it, it's going to go. So you don't want to have a bad release point on this because wherever you release it at, it's going. I picked black too because I thought, you know, I don't have a black disc at all. It's kind of a cool color. Moving on to drivers. Before that, I don't have many mid-ranges that I bag because I'm more of a driver guy. I'm comfortable of throwing drivers even on shorter throws because for whatever reason, that's just, I'm comfortable doing it. I can throw a driver on a shorter tee shot lighter, and some other people might be throwing a mid-range. They look at me like, what the hell are you doing? But it works for me, so mid-ranges, I use my mid-ranges for a little bit differently than most people. For drivers, right now, I got this in a trade from my friend Zach. Shout out to him, thank you. I got a pretty beat-in Innova DX Leopard. You're thinking, well, why would you want a beat disc? Well, the Leopard, when it gets beaten in, it's valuable to right-hand, backhand throwers like myself because I throw it, no fade at all, just complete turn, just goes freaking right, just whoosh. Now obviously it lands, I risk it rolling all over. It's a risk I'm willing to take. I needed a disc that went to my right because I'm not that comfortable throwing forehand yet. And anhyzering, I can do that, but it's not always as accurate. So this has a good spot in my bag right now. Definite staple in my bag, the DX Whippet from Innova. Unfortunately, they only make this in DX plastic. So once this gets beat in, I'll probably have to get another. But this sucker will not turn over. It is a great, great utility driver. +1 turn, 5 fade. So you throw it, and for me, it just fades left big time. Whenever I'm on a shot that on the tee, it's like 250 and like up to 250, and I need to go left around a bunch of trees, it's whippet time, man. Really, really recommend getting a whippet. It also has a nice thumb track on it too. Hope you can kind of see that in the video. Wish they made another plastic though. Come on, Innova. The Westside VIP plastic Underworld. I like the stamp on that thing. Pretty sweet. Another disc, because it's a -3 turn, for me, it's going to go right for a substantial amount of time before gently fading back left. So that's why I like it, because I need discs that go to the right on holes that bend to the right until I properly learn how to throw forehand consistently. The incredible thing about the Underworld is it's a fairway driver, but it's a 6 glide, which is the top amount of glide you can have, which is pretty incredible. I believe there's another Westside disc that has 6 glide as well. I know my friend Zach really likes Westside discs. I do as well. Not that well known yet. Westside discs, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Would love to see more Westside discs hitting the market here soon. It'd be awesome. This is a staple in my bag for sure. The Discraft Stalker. It's weird because Discraft words, their driver is kind of odd. Extra long range driver, but it's an 8-speed, so kind of weird. But I have a T-Bird I bagged for a long time. This thing is the straightest driver I've ever thrown. Incredible. 8-speed, I think 5 glide, -1 turn, 1 fade. It's another one of those point and shoot discs, but whenever I have a shot that's straight up to like 250 feet, I'm stalking it, baby. Stalker time. Highly recommend getting a stalker for a straight utility fairway driver. Does the job, stays really straight, wherever you release it, it's probably going to go. One of my favorite discs by far. Moving on to distance drivers, though, this is my favorite disc ever right here, the Innova Champion Sidewinder. Had 3 of these, lost 2 unfortunately. This was the disc that I learned how to throw well with. The first disc that I really learned how to control. Has a really nice S-curve because it's a -3 turn 1 fade. It's only a 9-speed, but I can throw this thing like 370 feet or so. I'm not a big arm thrower, but I mean, I usually max out around like 385, I would say. I'm bad at guesstimating, but around there. I've thrown over 400 multiple times, but it's not something that happens consistently. But Sidewinder holds a special place in my heart because it's the first disc, like I said, that I learned how to really control well. And anytime I head up to a tee and I'm like, man, this is a hole where I don't think I would use a big time distance driver like a 13 or 12 speed. What do I throw? More times than not, I'm heading with the Sidewinder because I trust it. I know what it's going to do. I know I can throw it well. Even if I have a little bit of a form error on it, it'll still be solid. The Sidewinder doesn't get the respect that I think it deserves. Check it out. Next up, one of the discs I got for winning the Trilogy Challenge, Westside VIP Plastic Northman. Kind of a funny stamp if you can see in the video. The little Northman guy's bashing that disc with a hammer. It's just your typical 10-speed driver. Excuse me. I keep this sucker pretty straight though, especially if I release it low. Not quite a staple yet, but it's getting close. Very similar to it is the Westside Elasto Plastic First Run Sampo. This is the driver that everybody got in the Trilogy Challenge. Pretty thin rim on the inside. There's the profile. Very similar to the Northman. I think the Sampo just is a 0 turn. That might be the only thing different with it. I'm not sure yet. It's not hitting the market till September. Not a lot of people really liked it, seemed like, in the tournament, but then again, like I said, I'm a driver guy, so I was playing decent in the tournament, and then I'm like, you know what, I need to step it up here. So I decided on every tee shot, no matter how far, even if it was close, I was throwing the Sampo because I trusted it. I'm just better at throwing drivers, even though I like the evidence. So that's why I've been bagging it, because it holds a special place in my heart, I guess, but it's really nice. The Northman's nice too. 2 really nice Westside discs. Elasto plastic, kind of bendy. One of those love or hate discs. Plastics. But I like it. Just got this yesterday along with the Gator. Challenging disc, but I want the challenge. The Innova Champion Monster. Look at that. 10 speed, 3 glide, 0 turn. Defy fade. This thing is a meat hook. Throw it straight left. I've read that a lot of people with a lot of arm strength can throw this pretty straight and then get it to fade, but I'm going to be using this, I'm pretty sure, on holes where I need to get around stuff off the tee and it's not that far, because I throw this thing and it just immediately starts curving. And I like that. It's good to have a big time hyzer disc in your bag, so we'll see where the monster takes us. It's a challenge I'm ready for. It'll be fun learning how to throw that thing. Staple in my bag right here, the Star TRex from Innova. Mine's 171 grams. Apparently this is the disc for learning how to throw forehand. I've thrown it a few times forehand, nothing special, but it kind of tricked me because I thought throwing this thing backhand, since it's a 0 turn and 4 fade, that it would be like a meat hook, but I can keep this thing pretty straight for a long time. That's why I like it. But I definitely would recommend getting one if you want to learn how to throw forehand. My friend that throws forehand only threw it once, and he said the throw on his part wasn't that good, but it stayed straight and it was nice and went pretty far.